Okay, let's talk about a totally new way to think about keeping your files safe. It's not about building a better lock, it's about turning your data into an unhackable puzzle box.
So you've got your important files, you encrypt them, you stick them in the cloud. You think you're safe, right? Well, what if I told you that might not be enough anymore? Are they really as secure as you hope?
You've got to hear about this new threat. It's called Harvest Now, Decrypt Later. Hackers are playing the long game. They're breaking in, stealing tons of our encrypted data, and just sitting on it. They're betting that quantum computers are going to make today's encryption totally useless, and then, boom, they'll have everything.
For years, the only answer we had was, okay, let's just build a stronger lock, better encryption. But what if we've been looking at this problem all wrong?
What if, even if a hacker got their hands on your files, all they found was a bunch of digital garbage, totally useless to them? Well, that's the whole idea behind a wild new technology called data fragmentation.
All right, let's get into how this thing actually works. It's a system called Fragglestorm, and instead of just locking your data, it basically puts your files through a digital shredder.
So instead of having one big encrypted file, just picture your document getting shredded into a bunch of tiny, individually encrypted, and totally random puzzle pieces. That's data fragmentation in a nutshell.
And here's how it goes down. It's super simple. 1. You save a file to something called a Fraggle drive. 2. Instantly, that file gets encrypted and shredded into as many as 16 random pieces. And 3, those little digital puzzle pieces get scattered all over the place. Maybe some on your laptop, a few on your Google Drive, and others on a cloud server.
But here's the really brilliant part. All of that crazy complex stuff, it's completely invisible to you. The Fraggle drive just looks and feels like any other folder on your computer.
Yeah, you heard that right. You don't have to change a thing about how you work. You don't have to learn some new complicated system. You just drag, you drop, you save, just like you've always done. All that protection, it just happens in the background.
Okay, so this brings up a pretty big question, right? If your file is in a million little pieces, scattered all over the internet, how in the world do you actually get it back?
The answer is actually really simple. You are the key.
This system uses something called identity access management. Basically, when you want to open a file, you have to prove that you are, well, you. It's usually something simple, like using your fingerprint or approving a notification on your phone. The second you're verified, the system instantly grabs all those scattered pieces and puts them back together just for you.
So let's think about what this means for a hacker. Let's say they actually manage to break into one of your cloud accounts. What are they going to find?
They'll find a few random encrypted puzzle pieces. They have no idea what file it's from, where the other pieces are, or how it all fits together. The data they stole is completely worthless. This whole process creates this impenetrable shield that doesn't just stop data theft, it can literally stop ransomware attacks cold. And get this, it's even designed to be resistant to those future quantum computers we were talking about.
And that kind of leaves us with this final thought to chew on. This technology really changes what a data breach even means. I mean, if a thief breaks in and steals a box of puzzle pieces they can never, ever put together, did they actually steal the picture? It's a whole new way to think about keeping our digital lives secure.